Let's take another look at an option type of play here. And, when you consider what's going on in this game and it is in a pouring rain, I mean, you want to look for opportunities to run the football and get as many blockers as you can out there in front of your ball carrier. And, with a little zone read here and an extra blocker, we turn this into very much a load option against Notre Dame.
Yeah, Keith, it was absolutely pouring at this point in the game, and I'm not sure that it wasn't the whole game, from the parts of it I watched. But once again, you've got a situation where, is it zone? I mean, it's zone as far as up front. I look at it in the backfield, and the back's really shuffling to his left, and quarterback's kind of shuffling with him, and got a little mesh going there, but this play reminded me a lot of the plays that we used to run, and they still do at the Bills, when we would have a tight end that we'd line up in the backfield or maybe in an off position next to the tackle. And essentially, I'm talking about number 82 right here. Essentially, his responsibility is to come across the formation, and if 53 were to come up field, then 82 would have to log him. 78, the left tackle, would go up to the next level and block number 6. But it's a it's a play where you need an intuitive player, because if 53 ducks back inside, his job is to continue outside and lead for the outside runner, which in this case ends up being the quarterback. Now, Notre Dame's all over the place on this. I'm not sure why. I know why 6 got on the perimeter, because 53 was running maybe a little pirate stunt inside. I'm not sure exactly why 21 ducked inside here. This thing, I didn't draw it that way because it really would look silly, but this thing ended up all the way outside of the corner. And the quarterback for Michigan probably should have scored on it and just went ahead and got the last yard or two. But once again, we're at that point in the season now to where if you're in Michigan or you're in Buffalo, or if you're playing in Cleveland, Detroit, I guess Detroit's playing indoors, but if you're playing in these type of conditions, your play selection better be different, and you better have some plays in like this if you need them.
Let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
You can see 82 coming across, and he would have had to log that right there. But both of them are inside right there. And I actually may have drawn that wrong. I should have probably took the tackle up to the next level. But you can see right there to where he's intuitive enough just to go by that. That guy's not going to make the play. He's got a dive right there that he's got to handle. All right. And now your quarterback is out and got really 2 tight ends out there. He's got a big tight end in the slot that's going to come inside and block this safety, I guess it is. And you got another tight end that's going to end up leading him outside the corner.
Part of Notre Dame's problem right here is I know that most time on defense, when you have a shade and a 5 and you get zone read, they will gap exchanges. So, the end's going to crash down, take the dive, and the quarterback or the backer, the B gap backer here is going to take the quarterback. Watch the B gap backer. He has no clue where the ball is. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's inside on the dive, which really, I'm not sure why he's back there, because your only responsibility there is C gap and quarterback. You're not supposed to even touch the dive. That's not your play.
He is, and the guy on the slot late. It's almost like it's like they're
terrible eye discipline.
Yeah, they're seeing things that aren't there. I guess, but. And I don't know if I don't know the history of the Michigan quarterback. Was Patterson, right? I don't know how much he carries the ball, or this really unique play.
I know this is something they've ran just about all year. This is some stuff that Harbaugh ran back for the Niners with Greg Roman.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yep, that's kind of the same stuff that they are doing at the Ravens right now. So, but once again, I think we're at that point in the season where it could be rain here any week now. It could be snow, could be wind. Like in Buffalo yesterday, they couldn't even kick the extra point. Had to go for two just out of the wind. So maybe you're not wanting to throw the ball as much, but I think this right here is a good example of just taking advantage of your run game and including your quarterback in it.
Plays like this, to me, are the reason why. I mean, this is pretty much the I formation, but just from a pistol with the fullback offset weak. I mean, and to me, this is the reason why if anytime you're defending this type of stuff, you got to start in too high, and you got to rotate based on that fullback. So right there, you would spin a guy down towards the fullback, get an extra hat over there to defend that gap. Because right here, I mean, because it looks like they're trying to play, rocker rules, where they're trying to rock back in gaps, and you just get way out of fits that way.
They certainly do here.
Yeah, to me, that's the way that I know that Don Brown plays it. He'll tell his 4 down and his 2 inside backers, he will lock them in their fits, tell them that their fits don't change based on the fullback, and then he'll take the safeties and he will spin them based on fullback or Y off movement to defend this type of stuff.
Certainly got to be a play action off of that probably too.
Oh, definitely.
Pittsburgh used to run a play action off of that. I can't think of the offense. Who was the offensive coordinator there maybe a few years ago, Zach?
Canada,
thank you. Where he would come out and pull up right here, and that corner thinking he's got to come out and make a tackle, leaves that guy, and he's into the end zone. Now, the legality of it, I know they've become much more stringent. You got to watch those guys getting downfield on the inside. But, Charlie, you got a bunch of these kind of plays drawn up. It's anytime I call you, that's what are you doing, Charlie? I'm drawing plays. And available on FirstDown Playbook. Before we wrap up here, Charlie, let's make sure we share that with anybody watching here.
Exactly, Keith. And that's what, we've been doing this now. This is our 12th week of all 22. And the first thing to know is that every time we do one of these plays here, it shows up in FirstDown Playbook. And if you want to go in and edit that play and put it in your system, you can. We're getting at that point in time of the year now where guys are coaches are coaches. They're either going to ask you to leave or you're going to get another opportunity. So all of our customers have a full playbook that they can take with them, and they can edit this as they move. But you can find everything that we do at firstdownplaybook.com. And if you want to look at what we do on a daily basis, absolutely for free, it's at blog.firstdownplaybook.com.